What's going on, everyone? It's Ben from from Zero, back with a video that's a bit different from what I normally do. This is the 1,000 sub special, and I'm going to be opening a box of LOB booster packs. It's going to be really fun, but before I dive into that, I just want to say thank you to everyone for subscribing to the channel. Reaching 1,000 subs is a huge milestone. It makes me feel a bit like, a real YouTuber here, and it's really exciting to see, and I'm excited to see how the channel continues to grow in the future. Related to that growth, I'm starting a couple new things. So I've got a Patreon now. Link will be in the description of that. So you can sign up to support me directly through that. And I'm still working out the exact perks that will be on the Patreon. Right now, if you subscribe to the lowest tier, you'll be able to get your name in the videos, and I'll sort of acknowledge you in them. And at higher tiers, we can do things like, you send in replays of your games and I help analyze your plays, help you improve. Also deck building tips as well, like maybe deck doctor things like I've seen other YouTubers do. So, there's a lot of excitement there around the Patreon. And if you have any other ideas for something that you'd like to be a perk on the Patreon, let me know in the comments below or let me know in the Patreon itself. In addition, I've seen some other YouTubers do things like set up a PO box. So if people do want to send them things, they can open fan mail on stream or in a video, and I've done that as well. So I've got a PO box now, so you can send things to me. If you want to send more packs for me to open, I'd happily do that as well. So send whatever you want to that PO box. Address is in the description of the video. Not sure how well that will do. If no one really sends anything, then I might just close it down when it expires. But for now, I figure it's another cool way to sort of do outreach with fans. So definitely reach out to that or the Patreon if you want to support me. And, again, thank you so much. I can't wait to see where the channel goes from here. And I look forward to the 2,000 sub special if we reach there. But without further ado, here is the pack opening. Okay, we've got the box here, and it's a pretty good looking box. It may be a little bit smaller than the ones that I got when I was a kid. But honestly, I was a bit smaller when I was a kid, so, it could just be a case of thinking things are bigger than they actually were. But I'm excited to dive into it. This is the sort of 25th anniversary sort of reprint of this box, so let's try and open it up. I should have gotten a knife, at least had sharper nails here. But there we go. We got it open there. And you'll note that I've got a pretty old starter mat here from a structure deck I had as a kid. Dragoonian Legion, fun stuff. A bit out of the realm that I've covered in my channel so far, but it'll be fun to get there when we get there. But yeah, let's open this up. Also, let me know what you think of the camera angle. I'm sort of trying something new with this. My first time doing this sort of pack opening. So I think this setup is okay, but let me know what you think as well. But we got the box open here. Whoops, I think I ripped it. Oh well, it won't be perfect. Yeah, it was supposed to go like this, I think, but it's a bit. There we go. Still good enough. Although you can't really see the top there. We got 24 packs of Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Let's just dive into it here. I'm excited to open this stuff up. It's been a long time since I've opened a pack like this, and I'm excited to dive into it. Let's see what we get in the opener. I mean, of course, any of the really rare stuff like Raigeki, Pot of Greed is only a rare, but Raigeki would be good. Yeah, any of the Power 5. We got the classic Yami, and we got a Terror the Terrible to go with it. That's pretty fun. Muzai Ruzame, Armail, Metal Dragon as our rare. Very exciting to see. Metal Dragon, you got the Metal Dragon Turbo deck in Yugi-Kaiba, and we even got Steel Ogre Grotto, one of the cards to go with Metal Dragon there. Very exciting to see. We got some Fiend beat stuff as well as just Metal Dragon Turbo stuff as well. So I think I'm just gonna put the rares aside, and I'm gonna put the commons off to the side as well. And then maybe in the end we'll sort of dive into it more. I'll also put the packs off screen. Yeah, how about this? I'll put the commons here, the rares here, and the stuff I'm opening here. So yeah, this is the second pack here. Excited to dive into it as well. I don't have the sleeves on hand like a professional pack opener like Ruxin would, but still pretty fun. Oh, we got the Skull Servant, the classic. Oh, so cool to see. Mystical Moon, of course, classic equip spell, and we got Armed Ninja. Pretty decent card in like LOB format. See some play there, but by the time Yugi-Kaiba comes around, not really that good. We also have the Urabi. Speaking of LOB format, this card is a staple there as well. And Hinotama for a burn card. Not quite good enough to make the cut into Yugi-Kaiba burn decks, but still cool to see. On to pack 3, 8th of the way through. And I'm getting the hang of opening these packs again. It's been a while, but fun stuff. Let's dive in. We got Dissolve Rock here, which is a fusion material in this format. Remove Trap, again, a card in SDYK sees play. Here, not that much in Yugi-Kaiba. Spirit of the Harp, really important pickup. This card is really, really good in all these stall mill decks and just decks that want to get a bit more defensive in general. So very cool to see that. We also do have the Steel Grotto to pair with the Metal Dragon as well. So we've only been getting rares so far. And you'll notice that there's only one rare per pack. That's how, Yu-Gi-Oh! Packs were for a very long time. And for the 25th, anniversary reprint, they are doing that as well. I could also try and do the thing where, we put the rare in the back. So let's try and do that. Let's keep the suspense going. Got Mammoth Graveyard here. Mountain. Mountain's actually, decently important for some dragon decks. One-Eyed Shield Dragon, not as decent, but I do love the art on this card. Very cool to see. Another Violet Crystal. We got a Larvas, the classic. Yami again, Machine Conversion Factory. Hitatsume Giant, another classic card from the anime. And we also have Gravedigger Ghoul here. The card hadn't really seen any play, but it is kind of cool. There aren't really anything that, copies this similar effect in Yugi-Kaiba. So cool to see. Maybe we'll see play in the future. I don't know. But it banishes 2 monsters in your opponent's graveyard, which can be good anti-monster reborn tech. So cool to see. Also, I think this card didn't have problem-solving card text for a long time, but now, if you look at it, it does indeed. Or does it? Yeah, it does. The targeting is a cost. Okay, yeah. But cool to see the problem-solving card text on that card now. Diving in to the next pack, and let's see what we get here. I'm going to do the thing again where, we sort of put the rare at the back. I think that was exciting, that pack. We got Dark Gray, a pair of, very cool flavor text cards. You got Dark Gray, and then you got, I think Ancient One of the Forest. Those are kind of cool connected. Skull Redbird, again, very important in LOB format. Very important in LOB sealed as well, so cool to see. Maneater, not the bug, but still a Maneater. Terror the Terrible, Dark World Thorns, another fusion material for Flower Wolf. Root Water, Fusionist. Oh, okay. Okay, we did get a rare and a super there. Maneater Bug, super cool. It looks really good in holo. I'm not sure if my camera is really doing this thing justice, but this thing looks sick. Fusionist ain't bad either, but Maneater Bug, really, really good card in Yugi-Kaiba, and a variety of other, DM era formats. So very, very cool that we picked that up. I'm going to put this actually right here. Oh, that's good. It's getting picked up nice and well on the camera there. So, we'll leave the super rares and above right here. But very cool to see. I gotta love Maneater Bug there. So let's dive in to our next pack here. If I can actually open it up. There we go. Let's put these last 4 cards at the top again. And let's hope for something else good. We got Sogen, not really the best. Petite Dragon, very cool. You got Petite Moth, Petite Dragon. Unfortunately, there's no perfectly ultimate great dragon, but still cool to see. Hinotama Soul, we got the Hinotama earlier. That's what the soul is for. Remove Trap. Also, a fun fact about Hinotama, it's 600, so it's actually a little bit more than Hinotama actually deals. Electro Whip, did see play in the anime. Turtle Tiger, Beast Fangs, and lastly, Goblin Secret Remedy. The anti-burn tech, although I think you're honestly better going with other things here, especially Diane Keto if you've got the, if you're playing Yugi-Kaiba and have access to that. Let's dive in to another pack here. I'm sort of picking from both sides. So I think I have heard that they do a rare on one side and a rare on the other, or a, not a rare, but a super rare or ultra rare. But I'm just doing it on, whatever order we have, so it won't necessarily go like that. But let's put these 4 cards here to the front. Let's dive in to opening this M Warrior number 2. Furious Sea King, Hinotama Soul again, Book of Secret Arts, classic for the Dark Magician thing. I think this might have been short printed as a common, but I don't know. Skull Servant, Sparks, got to deal that 200 extra damage in. Turtle Tiger, Fire Yaru, and 2-pronged attack. Very neat card. Not a very good trap, but it is something that people will continually experiment with. So cool to see here, fun to have. And also, you know, in sealed environments, it does potentially see play as it is removal, and that can be a bit hard to come by. Moving on to the next pack here. I hope y'all have been enjoying this pack opening so far. I'm doing this for y'all, for the fans. Not something I normally do. I'd be open to doing it more in the future. If you do want me to do more of it in the future, and you may want to send me some product, I do have a P.O. box now that you can send it to, which will be in the description, so that's kind of cool. Not sure how that will go. I may close it down after a bit, but if people do want to send me stuff, I will open it on the channel. So, you know, let me know if you do. We got a Forest, we got Firegrass, we got Kagemusha of the Blue Flame, another classic anime card from the first episode. Green Phantom King. This actually did have sort of a counterpart in Metal Raiders, I believe, where it's like Queen of the Autumn leaves or something, or I don't know. It looks very similar. We got Frenzied Panda, the prototype for Gyakugiri Panda, so fun to see there. Electro Whip, M Warrior #1, Hard Armor, and Hane Hane. Okay, this is another classic card. Again, not really the best in this format, but it is something that people experiment with. So very, very cool to see here. We're going to put that off to the side. And again, in sealed environments, it can be pretty decent there. We are going to open the next pack here. Let's dive into it. And we're going to move these 4 back cards to the front. I feel like I'm getting the hang of this pack opening stuff now. Or not. I just actually put the Ultra to the top. Very cool to see, though. Right arm of the Forbidden One right here. I doubt we'll be forming the 5 pieces of Exodia from this box. But very, very cool to see that we did open 1 Exodia piece. And it looks just awesome here. I think I might like Maneater Bug. It's hollowing a bit better. But, you know, this is classic and very, very awesome to see. We'll put that aside there. We got Metabat, we got Kumo Toko, we got Urabi, Two Mouth Dark Ruler, Dissolve Rock, Tyhone, Dark King of the Abyss, which features on a variety of art, and we got Final Flame, which actually is a card that does see play in some burn decks. So very, very cool to see. This is the TCG art. I know that some people are partial to the OCG art, but I like this one. I mean, look at the suffering on that guy. Very, very cool to see. So we're just going to put that to the side. Getting a big stack of commons here. So very fun stuff. This has been a pretty good opening so far. I think that might be the last sort of Super Ultra, but I honestly don't know. I don't really open many boxes of stuff, so, you know, not quite sure. My main exposure is through, like, Ruxin's channel and things like that. We got Fiend Reflection #2 here. Dark Gray, One-Eyed Shield Dragon, Power of Kaishin, very cool equip. That doesn't really have many targets, but still fun to see. King Fog, which I always loved this card as a kid. Trial of Nightmare, the censored version. It's no Trial of Hell, you know, but very cool to see. Root Water, Armail, and Dragon Capture Jar, the classic. Again, not really that good in Yugi-Kaiba. I mean, it can see play in the side deck, I guess, if you're afraid of dragons, but iconic card from the anime, and I just love the design of that jar. We're going to put that off to the side there. We're going to open up the next pack here, and let's see how we do in this one. I think we're about halfway through. I haven't been keeping count. Maybe I should have. But, you know, it looks like from what's remaining in the box that we're about halfway through. Whoa! Okay, we got another holo. Maybe I should stop putting them in the front like that. But Swords of Revealing Light. Awesome, awesome card. Big staple in Yugi-Kaiba format. And for good reason. This card is insane. Walling up your opponent for 3 turns unless they play Dispel. And that card doesn't really see much play anymore. So very, very cool to see. I love the hollowing on this thing because, you know, they are supposed to be Swords of Light. So it's cool that we've got, like, reflective light on them. So awesome to see there. We're going to put it in the pile. And for the others, we got Spikecedra, Stogan, Kurama, Succubus Knight, which is a fun card with the Sogen strategy in sealed. I have played it that way before. We got Mystical Sheep #2, not to be confused with its fusion substitute partner, Mystical Sheep #1, that comes later. Silver Bow and Arrow, which is for fairies. We got Vile Germs, and we got Flower Wolf. Okay, we've been getting some of the material for this. I don't think we've gotten Silver Flame, but we have gotten some Dark World Thorns, so we can potentially make this in the future. But very, very cool to see. Moving on to the next pack. This gives me some hope that we're going to get some more holos in this set. So, I mean, let's see what we get. Diving in to this next pack here. I'm actually going to keep the cards at the back, you know, because I've been putting the holos to the front. So let's just see what we do like this. Red Medicine, Larvis, Mizairuzame, very interesting tribute monster there. Mystical Moon, Dragoness the Wicked Knight, which does actually see some play in some later formats as a Metamorphosis target that's level 3. We got 13th Grave, Kumo Toko, Violet Crystal, and Maneater again. So Dragoness, very, very cool pickup again. You know, it's good to have because, you know, it is a level 3 Metamorphosis target, and that can come up in certain cases there. Okay, let's dive in to the next pack here. And you know what? I'm going to go back to putting them in the front. I liked it better when, you know, those rares were just at the back, and we're less likely to get a holo, so I think this is fine. Fiend Reflection number 2, Dark Gray. Witty Phantom, that can see play in some Fiend Equip decks. It also does see play in LOB format as, you know, like the third best beater. We got Karama. We've got Monster Egg, which, you know, will hatch into something, hopefully. It reminds me a lot of Ryuran. Maybe they're related. I don't know. Terra the Terrible, Masaki the Legendary Swordsman. If we get Flame Swordsman, that would be hype. Raised Body Heat for Dinosaurs. And Fisher, another staple in Yugi-Kaiba. Very cool to see that we're getting these Yugi-Kaiba staples. And it's kind of cool to see because, like, on my channel, you know, I don't really focus on, you know, making this stuff in paper and sort of like how likely you were to be able to do that after opening some packs of it. But I think this is showing that, like, you are able to get some of the staples in the format just from the packs. Of course, the stuff from the starter decks you won't be able to get, but you'd be able to buy those, you know, as a kid if you were around in 2002, and those would give you those. The packs would potentially give you some others, and you could make a halfway decent deck. We got Flame Manipulator, so if we get Flame Swordsman, that would be great. 13th Grave, Steel Ogre Grotto, Wasteland, Enchanting Mermaid, Dark Wood Thorns, Silver Fang. Okay, we can now make Flower Wolf, Nimoriko, and Dark Fire Dragon, which also does see play in some of these retro formats as a level 4 Metamorphosis target. I think we've gotten Firegrass, so yeah, we can indeed make this because it's Firegrass and Petite Dragon. I know we got a Petite Dragon earlier. Diving in to the next pack here. Let's see how we're doing. I think we're about 2/3 of the way through. I don't quite know. But hopefully we can get some more holos. Ooh. Let's put those to the front. Whoa! Okay, Red Eyes Black Dragon is huge here. Very, very cool to see. Iconic card from the anime, of course. And it just looks really good in holo. Now, it's a little bit disappointing because, you know, you get this from Star Deck Joey as well. And I do still have my Star Deck Joey version of this card, I believe. So yeah, it is kind of a duplicate for me, but it looks really, really cool in the holoing here. So you'll love to see it. Classic card here. So we've gotten 4 holos so far. We might be able to get more. We got Beaver Warrior, Dragon Treasure, One-Eyed Shield Dragon, Dark World Thorns, Frenzied Panda, Silver Fang, Silver Bow and Arrow, and a Carbonala Warrior, which again, just like Dark Fire Dragon, does see some play as a level 4 Metamorphosis target, Instant Fusion target, what have you. So very, very cool to see that. And let's put these off to the side there. Going in to the next pack here. Let's open this thing up. And put those cards to the front. There we go. We got the Furious Sea King, Drooling Lizard, classic card. Kagemusha of the Blue Flame, Green Phantom Knight, King, Umi, very important for Umi beatdown decks, and also later on in the game's history, Umi will become a very iconic card. We got a Petite Angel to go with our Petite Dragon. We got Root Water, Pot of Greed. Whoa! Okay, that is hype. Pot of Greed and Guy the Dragon Champion in the same pack. We did pull one of the secret rares here. I think the cooler secret rare here. And that is just awesome. Oh, this thing looks so cool in person. Wow. It's been a stacked opening here. That just looks beautiful. And we've got the Pot of Greed here as well. Of course, classic card in Yugi-Kaiba. In a lot of the DM era formats, it's basically a staple. And you only need the one because it is limited. So very, very cool to see. Oh, that was a killer pack. That was the best pack we've opened so far, I think. Huge stuff. Can we pull another holo before the opening's over? I didn't think that we'd pull, I think we pulled 5 so far. I didn't think that we'd pull that many. But I am happy to see that we did. Not looking that gift horse in the mouth. And let's dive in to the next pack here. Lesser Dragon does go into Metal Dragon. Beaver Warrior, Violet Crystal, Armored Starfish, Two Mouth Dark Ruler. You know, the predecessor to Twin-Headed Dragon, or Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. That's what it is. Dissolve Rock, Hard Armor, Fire Yaru, and Giant Soldier Stone, another big staple. This is probably the best 2K defender in Yugi-Kaiba format. So really, really cool that we're getting it here. Moving on to the next pack. This pack, this has been a killer box. Very, very excited to see. I hope that you all have been enjoying this as much as I have been opening them. And, thank you all for letting me get to this point to sort of have this sort of special thing on the channel. 1K subs is really big to me. So if you're all enjoying this as much as I hope, then I hope it is, sort of a great celebration of the 1K subs. We got Charubin, the Fire Knight. We're getting all the different random fusions. These fusions aren't necessarily very good outside of the ones that I mentioned so far. And even those aren't really the best, just, in terms of later in the game's history. But it's still cool to see these are a classic part of the game's history. So fun that we're pulling them. And we've pulled a wide variety of rares, so that's pretty cool. Not too many duplicates there. Diving in to the next pack here. Let's see how we're doing. And moving those 4 to the front there. We got Flame Manipulator here, Dark Energy, Witty Phantom, Skull Redbird, Yami, King Fog, Raised Body Heat, Laser Cannon Armor, another classic anime card that Weevil used, and Alchematter. We're pulling great 2K defenders. This is another one, just like Giant Soldier Stone, that you want to see in a pack here. This would have been a great, Prog box as well. So, cool to see in that regard. Maybe we should have done Prog with this. That would be cool, physical Prog, but probably a bit too expensive to actually maintain. But still very cool to see. We're going to move those 4 to the front there. Flip this over. We get Metabat, that eye, iconic. Mountain, Hinatama Soul, Wasteland, which, had seen some experimentation, kind of like an Umi Beat deck, but with Wasteland, Dragon Zombie instead. Mystical Sheep number 2, Vile Germs, Beast Fangs, Fusionist, and we did pull the Flame Swordsman. Awesome to see here. I did bring it up as a possibility earlier. This card isn't really the best fusion monster, but it is very, very iconic, just like Red Eyes. We're pulling the Joey cards this box. Very, very cool to see. That is so sick. It looks so cool with the holo there. So yeah, this has been an awesome opening. We've only got like 4 packs left, I believe, so that's probably the end of our holos. But still, I mean, I'm happy with the holos that we've gotten. We didn't get like Raigeki or Darkhole, but we got the iconic anime cards there. So we're gonna move those 4 to the front. We got Sandstone, we got Forest, we got Basic Insect, the classic Weevil card there, Legendary Sword, Enchanting Mermaid, Trial of Nightmare, Petite Angel, Machine Conversion Factory, and Reaper of the cards there. This has seen some experimentation in certain sort of Ultimate Offering control decks and certain back row control decks, but generally isn't the best, but it's still cool that we picked it up. And also it's got the iconic like 1380, 1930 stats. So very, very cool to see there. Just straighten out that pile there. And that put the Flame Swordsman in an awesome perspective on the camera. So really get to see that shiny foil there. Moving on to the next pack here. We got Mammoth Graveyard, Lesser Dragon, Petite Dragon, Armored Starfish, Skull Servant, Enchanting Mermaid. You've seen these commons before. And we got another Metal Dragon, just like at the start of the opening. So I'm not really going to focus too much on the commons anymore. I think we've seen pretty much all of them. We are getting down to the pack. This is the second to last pack. And we are going to open this up just like that. And we are going to move these 4 to the front and see what we got here. We got Tripwire Beast, the classic Thunder Monster, M-Warrior number 2, Hinatama again, Dragon Treasure. I don't think we've actually pulled this so far, but very, very cool to pair it with our Red Eyes. Succubus Knight, M-Warrior number 1, Tyhone, Stop Defend. Whoa! Okay, there was one more holo before we finish this off. Darkhole, super, super good card here. And with the hollowing, again, this is a card that looks super good in holo. And very, very cool to see that. I hope my camera is picking that up. Stop Defense, ain't no slouch either. It does see some play in side deck strategy against things like Sawmill. Not necessarily the best card, but still a cool option here. But Darkhole, that is a super big pickup here. Staple throughout the entire DM era format. So very, very cool to see. Man, we've gotten very, very lucky with these pulls. This is the last pack though. And I think, I saw a YouTuber like slap the pack just like that. Might have been Ruxin, might have been like Dizif when he was doing pack openings. Not quite sure. But still, we slapped the pack a little bit. Wasn't really a full slap because, I don't want to damage any of the precious cargo inside. This will be the last one. I hope that you all have enjoyed this pack opening. This has been super sick. I'll show off some of the holos again once we're done here. But hopefully we can pull one more. Spike Seedra is not a holo, but we got Drooling Lizard, Basic Insect, Follow Wind, Ray and Temperature, Electro Whip, Tyhone, Laser Cannon Armor, and a Flame Ghost. Honestly, Flame Ghost, pretty fun card to end the opening with. So I'm not disappointed by that. Skull Servant and Dissolve Rock. So very, very cool. Maybe, Skull Servant decks can see play with this in the future. 7-up Prisma, send a Skull Servant. That's kind of funny. But yeah, very, very cool card here. So that was a great opening. We got this huge stack of common cards right here. Very, very cool to see. We've got this equally pretty sizable pack of rares. Some good pickups like the Defenders, Pot of Greed, of course, huge. Fisher, also very big. So very, very cool rares in this regard as well. But of course, the big pickup here were our Holos. I think we got 6 of them. Yeah, 6 Holos. Wow. But we got 7 Holos. Yeah. Whew, that was a pretty good pickup here. And we got some beautiful, beautiful cards here. Let's put the secret rare on top. Was not expecting to pull Gaia the Dragon Champion, but very, very cool that we did. Very cool that we picked up all of these cards here. So thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I hope that y'all enjoyed this a lot. I really enjoyed doing it. And it was a blast. So maybe at 2,000, I pick up a pack of Metal Raiders and open that. But that remains to be seen. But I hope that y'all enjoyed as always, and I'll see y'all next time.